Hi guys, it's Equine Entertainment here with another video for you guys. Today I thought I would do my 5 favorite horse books, and these are all non-fiction horse books. I could do another video for my 5 favorite novels, if you guys want me to. Just let me know in the comments, I guess. I probably will, but we'll see. And these are in no particular order. They're just, I don't really have favorite out of these 5. But, yeah, I just thought I'd go through them and show you guys. So, my first favorite is this one. It's the Horseman's Veterinary Encyclopedia. It is amazing. It goes over, the parts of the horse and stuff. And, it has sections for, each part, the foot, pastern, fetlock, cannon, all kinds of, problems and stuff that can happen. And the drawings in this book are phenomenal. Let me see if I can find one that, won't gross people out. Because if you are kind of squeamish, you probably wouldn't like this book, because, it's veterinary stuff. It can be gross for some people. I personally am fascinated with it, but some people don't like it, so. But, it's got pictures of, the bones and the joints and the ligaments and the tendons and all that stuff in the leg. And then it goes over the different systems of the horse, the digestive system, the circulatory system, that sort of thing. And it has amazing pictures for those as well. And it's really technical stuff in here, but it also kind of makes sense so that the average horse owner can understand it. It's not, so wordy that, it doesn't make sense, because I've checked out some books from the library and stuff. They're, veterinary books for horses, but they were so technical and complicated that I could not understand them. And I cannot tell you how many times I have gone to this book, if there's something wrong with my horse, that I've gone to this book and, found the answer. I'm like, oh, okay, that's the problem. And, it makes it easier for me to understand. I can't necessarily always treat the problem, I have to have the vet do it, but it, gives me a better understanding of what's going on. And I really, really like that about this book. So I would definitely pick this up. Its price on the back is $29.95. This edition that I have is from 2005, so I don't know if there's a later edition or not. But, this is for soft cover. I don't know if they have hardcover. If so, it's probably, way more expensive. But, it's really awesome. So I would definitely recommend this book if you own a horse, because it is, your go-to handbook if there's ever something wrong with your horse and you need to, figure out what it is. Okay, another one of my favorites is this one. This is the Illustrated Dictionary of Equine Terms. And I used this for my 4-H horse bull competition a lot. This is probably my favorite book that we used besides Horse Industry Handbook. But that book is $100, and I was like, I can't afford that. So this was only I want to say 20, and it's basically a dictionary, but it talks about all different things for horses. Basically anything and everything you ever wanted to know about horses, it talks about it. And it's the coolest book ever. It's all in alphabetical order and everything. And it tells you how to pronounce crazy words. And then it gives the definition of everything. And it's the coolest book. And it has pictures too. It has a really nice section on conformation and conformation faults of the horse. It has all kinds of wild trivia stuff about horses that I had never heard of until I read this book. It's definitely a book I would recommend for anybody who's into horses. You would learn so much from this book. It's the coolest book ever. Alright, this one is the International Encyclopedia of Horse Breeds, and I picked up this book from the library years and years and years ago, and I remember going through it and reading it and loving it. I didn't read, everything, but, scanning it, because this book is 500 pages. But I went through and, looked at it, and it's basically got every single possible horse breed in the world in this book. I'm not even kidding. Like, you probably didn't know that there was a horse breed that started with the letter X. Like, it has every breed in here that you could ever think of. And I don't know if there's any, like, newer breeds that might not be included, but, so this edition that I have is from 2007. The original was from 1995. I picked this up at Second and Charles for like $3. I was ecstatic when I found it because I remembered getting it at the library and going through it and just like being astounded with everything because it's so cool. It's got, you know, the history of the breeds and pictures of the breeds. Unfortunately, they're not in color. Actually, it does have a section in the middle with some color pictures in it, but most of it is in black and white. The only disadvantage to that, I guess. But it's really cool. It has pictures with almost every single breed, which is really cool because I never knew there were so many breeds of horses, and it's really neat. But it, you know, it talks about what country they're from, their history, what they're used for, height, color, breed standards, conformation, all that kind of stuff. And it's really neat, you know, looking at all the different breeds of horses and how many different, totally different breeds there are. Another horse breed book, I know. But, this one is the official horse breed standards guide, and it doesn't have nearly as many breeds as the other book that I showed you guys. But what I love about this one is the photographs. Like, it, you know, it talks about the horses and, you know, important stuff, but like, the quality of this book is amazing. The pictures are astounding. Like, look at this. Look at this. Isn't that freaking adorable? Like, I love the pictures in this book. There are so many good pictures. But it has them divided up by section instead of alphabetical order like the other book, which I don't remember if I said that or not. But the other book has the horses arranged by alphabetical order. This one has them by breed type. So like light breeds or wild horses or draft horses or that sort of thing. Alright, and my fifth favorite horse book that I own is kind of random. I don't know where it came from. Well, I mean, I know where I got it, but I don't know where the people that I got it from got it. Like, it is the most random book ever. Basically, it's the Texas Horse Owners Reference Guide, and I don't even live anywhere near Texas. So, I don't know. I won it in like a raffle at like a local tax sale. And I don't know where these people got it or why they would have it, because I live nowhere near Texas. But it is the neatest book ever. Like, it's basically like a 3-ring binder full of like stuff. And it's kind of an older book. I don't know, I can't find a publishing date, I don't think. Like, there's just different things in it, I guess, that were published at different times. But I think, I want to say around 1995 is when this was done. So it's like old, like not super old, but old for a book. But it's really cool. It talks about like the most random stuff about horses that you'd ever want to know. It's like, I didn't really need to know this, but it's kind of cool. It does have some really neat information on like feeding your horse and the horse's dietary needs and that sort of thing. And it has stuff about like taking care of like brood mares and young foals and all that kind of stuff, which really doesn't apply to me at all, but it's interesting to read about. And it has, it talks about hoof care and how to trim the horse's foot and what you're looking for with balance and all that kind of thing. And then it has a really great section on genetics, and genetics have always fascinated me, but especially color genetics with horses, and it's got like super long section on that, on color genetics for horses, and then also genetic disorders that can be inherited from parent to offspring. And it's really neat. It has like the Punnett squares and all that kind of stuff. I love doing those. Like, call me a geek, but I don't know, I love doing those. And it talks about pedigrees and line breeding, crossbreeding, inbreeding, all that kind of stuff. Mutations, and I don't know, maybe I'm weird, but again, that stuff fascinates me. So, And then it talks about, like, what to do if your horse is stolen. Like, you know, you don't see that in a book anywhere. But this talks about what to do, and it's really, really neat. And then it talks about, like, how to build a barn. It's the most random, weirdest book ever, but I love it so much. So yeah, those are my top 5 favorite nonfiction horse books. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, go buy a horse book, have fun with this. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys later. Bye!